Hi, I'm Amanda Freed, and I'm so grateful to be coming to you live streaming from the core at La Encantada, where we have continued and will continue to offer you all the classes that you love and all the classes that support you during this time and beyond. So this was kind of a surprise pop-up meditation. Normally we work with a theme through the month, but I'm here because I always want to support you with meditation. I think that for me, meditation is the highest form of self-care. And in this time when we're sort of starting to open things up again, I want you to remember how important to you is your self-care. And we're going to be offering a class in May, 4 weeks in May, of lecture series. So make sure you reach out to the core at tmcaz.com or tmcaz.com or the Court Lawn Cantata. You can find us a lot of ways to sign up for this lecture series. It's really going to include meditation, but also be about how can we care for ourselves? How can we take care of ourselves now that things have shifted so much? A lot of us are trying to reintegrate back into the world, and I've heard from so many people that reintegration is so difficult because they've been expected to do all the things they did before, and we've come into this really cozy cocoon of a place of, wait, I really like to be home. I really have had so much more time to care for myself and my plants and my home. So this lecture series in May will really be about supporting you and helping you to draw those boundaries. We'll cover a variety of topics, so look for some information about it coming out really soon. If you're not on our email list, get on it. Just a variety of topics that will help you draw boundaries around and to really stay in touch with self, to know what does feed you and how you would like to reintegrate and how different can your life look now, at the other end of this difficult but amazing year. So stay tuned for that. And today is night, I think 7 or 8 of an Indian holiday called Navaratri. And Navaratri honors the goddess. So for 9 nights, we honor the expression of the feminine divine, or the divine feminine, however you want to say it. And I usually don't have a lot of time to pay attention to this, but because I've been home more, because I'm teaching over Zoom more than running around the world so much, I've had a lot of time to really delve into this time of quiet, this time of reflection, this time of celebration. And it's not just for women. The divine feminine is within all of us. Each of us had a mother, no matter whether she was present within our daily lives or not. We are all born of the mother, of the feminine divine. In the yogic tradition, we say Ma, and we'll say Jai Ma, the victorious, the beautiful. We honor the mother of all things. We can look at the earth as mother. So when you go out and you spend time in nature, you're honoring the mother. When I've been to India and I've been by the banks of the Ganges River, to me, that was my truest mother. So the water, anything that is life-giving or life-supporting, food, nature, love, is considered that expression of the divine feminine, the mother. So men, you can get in on this. You have that within you as well. But the crux of this, and really any celebration in most traditions, is the triumph of good over evil, the triumph of light over darkness. And there is a place for darkness. In the tantric view, everything is beautiful, everything is part of nature, and everything's perfect. So there's a time to honor the darkness, and that's great, and that's fine. And this time we honor the light, as it's sort of getting brighter and brighter outside. We can honor that light, but not only the light that comes from outside into you, the light that is within. And so each of us, I think, probably has some people or a person in their life that maybe intentionally, maybe not, tries to dim their light. And I understand that a lot of us will kind of cut our light down a little bit. Oh, I don't want to outshine that person, or I don't want to insult this person. I don't want to hurt somebody, or I don't want to make them feel like, oh, I'm too full of myself. So we little by little by little, we cut down our own light. If you look at children, they just shine so brightly. They don't care. They sing out in public, they dance in public, and they shine so brightly. And then society will kind of cut us down and go, okay, no, but you have to fit in to this mold, or you have to fit in with everybody else. So we get very accustomed to dimming or occluding, covering our own light. And eventually it feels like the light goes out a little bit, like it dies a little bit. Doesn't, but it feels like it does. So today we're going to do a meditation in the celebration of our own light. And so the boundary and the self-care and the caution I would give you is that if you bring in a lot of people that have a lot of darkness and you go, well, my light is going to shine so bright that I'm going to make them joyful, I'm going to make them happy, or I'm going to remind them of their own light. Beautiful, except that those people, darkness is sometimes a little stronger, or can be, if you bring a lot of it into your life, it can be a little stronger than your light. And instead of you being able to shine your light to bring them into it, their darkness can occlude your light. So just a little boundary and a little care around that. So let's meditate together. So please find your comfortable seat. And of course, if you're listening while you're driving or you're busy, just listen. You don't have to find a seat or close your eyes. You can come back to this later. You know, we have these all recorded on YouTube, Facebook, wherever you choose to get them. But as you find your comfortable seat, now maybe allow the eyes to close down gently. So the interesting thing is that when we bring ourselves into physical darkness by closing the eyes, we actually are inviting the inner light to shine brighter. So physical darkness gives way to inner light. So we close out all the distractions, the voices, other people's opinions, and we turn our awareness in to a place where we can celebrate our own light. And every time you come into a meditation, you actually feed the light of your own heart. So let's connect with the breath. One of the ways we feed that light is pranayama, the breathing practice. So prana is life force energy. So as you inhale, you can imagine inhaling all the light that surrounds you. Sunlight, trees, grass, oceans, rivers, anything that reflects or expresses the light. Just imagine breathing that into yourself. So not only are you experiencing your own light, but the light of all of nature that surrounds you. Breathe that in for a few moments. And when you fill yourself with light in this way, you don't have to combat darkness or think about it. You're actually naturally displacing the darkness and allowing light to fill more of your inner condition. So we expand the light from within. It's said that within each being is an entity the size of a thumb that is made of incandescent light. And that is the light within you. And as we breathe into that, we expand its size. We expand the experience of the light within us. And now if we turn the attention to the exhale, We can imagine exhaling anything that doesn't contribute to our light. So we're going to release judgment, ours or that of others. We're going to release negativity, that of our own or others. If you've got some sticky emotions, jealousy, sadness, they're all fine, natural. Maybe now allow yourself to just release them, just exhale out any emotion, any thought, any experience that doesn't contribute to your own light. We're inhaling light, exhaling anything that doesn't contribute to that light. And we'll do a gentle body scan. Start with the low jaw. Go ahead and release the low jaw. You might let your lower jaw just drop. Even slide it back or move it side to side, just releasing any tension in the jaw. A lot of us hold tension there. So that tension is sort of a darker energy. It's more of a contracted energy. Just allow it to release. The teeth and the lips will part gently. If you slide your low jaw back, you might feel your neck elongate and the top of the head stretches up toward the sky. This also creates a clearer channel for your breath. Remembering that we're bringing in life force energy on the wings of the breath. So we want to have a very clear path for it. Tension in the neck and shoulders can interrupt that path. Now, some of us are worriers, and worry is one of those dark, sort of complicated, contracted emotions, and often it sits in the forehead. So let's release the skin of the forehead. The eyebrows can slide down or even back toward the temples. Inhaling and feeling a smoothness and a lightness across the face, the forehead, around the eyes. You might even feel a gentle upturn of the corners of your mouth. Bringing the attention to the sides of the scalp, just above and around the ears, and let the muscles there release. A contracted muscle is much more complex than a relaxed one. So we want to sort of, in this moment, move away from complexity, move toward softness, simplicity, and ease of the muscles around the head and the face, and then the sides of the neck. Allow the shoulders to release. We don't have to depress them down. So with an inhale, feel the collarbones rise and the shoulders just float gently, just at the level of the base of the neck. Let the arms hang at the sides with ease. Gently notice how your hands have landed. Are they palms up or palms down? Are they on your lap or hanging by your sides? No need to change anything, just notice. Notice if there's any tension in your hands. On the next inhale, feel your rib cage full, and that center of your chest effulgent with light. So the more we can expand the rib cage, the more space we have to allow the light to expand from within. So we call in all the light from the nature around us, and then we allow it to percolate and expand within. Bathing each of your cells, each of your body systems with light. Almost as if we're cleaning out the system. Spring cleaning. Feel your hips weighty and heavy into the seat beneath you. Breathe into your belly. Allow the belly to be full and soft. No contraction there necessary. Allow the legs to be heavy and the feet to be relaxed. Don't have to take any artificial posture. If you have any discomfort while you're sitting, allow your body to shift around as you need. Often during meditation, the body will shift slightly to allow for the light to expand. So allow that expansion to happen. Notice how the body feels different. And for a few moments, just breathe into that space. And if thoughts come in, or sounds, or even some negativity creeps in, that's okay. Just watch it. Bring your awareness back to the breath or the light within the center of your chest. You are a beautiful, radiant being that deserves to live in your own light and expand it to those who are interested in it. Notice how it feels to be in your body, in your being, as an expression of light. Bring your awareness to the top of your head. Just to the tippy top of your head, where you know if you took your hand up there and sort of put your finger on it, there would be one exact spot in the top of your skull that would feel kind of really good to touch, like you were opening space. To allow the light in. So you might feel that now, like the light is pouring in through the top of your head. It just pours over your scalp and your face and your shoulders. And as this light pours in, you can imagine it pushing through any areas of darkness, contraction, concern. Almost like the sand down in through an hourglass. You can see that light emanating through the palms of your hands and the soles of your feet, and even down through the base of your spine, like a pure column of light. Notice a certain kind of glowing warmth within you as you radiate this light throughout your body. What a sweet and lovely place to be. Know that no matter what happens on the surface, no matter what the day looks like, this is the truth of your being. You are an expression of pure light. And as we gently begin to bring the light back into the heart, the center of your being, you can bring the awareness back to the breath. So we kind of close down those portals that we opened. They're not gone, it's just they'll be a little more contained within. Start to bring the awareness back to the physical body, focusing on the inhale. You can maybe wiggle fingers and toes or stretch in any way that feels good to you. I like to check in with my neck. And slowly over time, coming back into the moment, back into the room where you sit. We'll allow the eyes to blink open. Might always want to close back down a little bit. It's like, no, I want to go back to meditation. So we give ourselves that time to come out very slowly and gently. You can look around the room that you're in, see if the vision has changed. Notice how your body feels. So everything is drawn to the light, even moths. So people will be drawn to your light for sure. And it's important to know that not everybody wants to share in that light. Some people don't have the capability, so they might try to dim it. So I support you today in owning your own light, in expressing that light in a way that feels good for you, sharing where you can and where you're welcome to. I'm Amanda Freed. It's been an honor and a joy to be with you today. Thank you so much for joining me.